Okay, so back from where we left off at Naruto drinking with Karyu. We're just gonna forget about Karyu. If anything, someone told me to make the ship Kage, which I understood because he's technically a god. He's technically a god. Kage is a goddess, technically, goddess of chakra. And you can somewhat consider her a demon because she is a tailed beast. Not really, but whatever. It depends on your opinion. But due to this, someone wanted me to make Kage the ship as well, so Yugito gonna have to share. Yeah, that's sad Yugito time. But harem, two girls only. Not making any more. No exceptions. No exceptions for any other ones. All right, good. Anyways, Kaguya and Yugito, they fight over Naruto, and he was like, he wants to go to sleep, so he's like, you can both sleep in my bed. I'll be in the middle. You can share me. Just don't do anything to uh, things because we actually have to go to the tuning exams tomorrow. We have to do the Forest of Death because I'm pretty sure I left off at the Forest of Death. Well, they did the first part. So, due to the Forest of Death, cue to them, they just fell asleep. They did all took the shower in the hotel and went to sleep. They went to sleep, woke up, took their showers, and so on. They pretty much just undid that. They went to the things. Naruto was just being somewhat idiot and just not looking at the instructor. He was not paying attention like usual. So the proctor, Anko, throws kunai at him, responding and him catching him with literally two fingers, breaking it in without any resistance, and Anko being scared as fuck, as well as all the other Gennings there, even the Konoha people. So, due to this, they're like, oh fuck, we don't want to mess with that team. And when like they gave them the scrolls, and Naruto looks at the scroll and says like, "Hey, yo, we got a Earth scroll." 'Cause I don't know whether they had an Earth or Heaven scroll. I'm just gonna say they had Earth. No, they're gonna have Heaven scroll because they're gods. Fuck it. They had a Heaven scroll. He just announced that to everyone. Yuto would not. Kaguya. I should explain Kaguya how she's there. Kaguya, her seal weakened over time, like almost you see in any other would have. And due to that, she was like, she fell down to earth, though she didn't have much memories. She's gonna get them back, don't worry. She's getting them back slowly. And yeah, that's how Naruto found her in the woods. He saw her fall from the sky. He was like, huh. Let me just let me look into her past, because technically you can look into her past because you're the god of time. You can see your future, past, present, anything that happens within time itself and space. So he figured out what Kaguya happened. He realized she doesn't have memories. He was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll bring her to the cloud. She could be a good ninja. So that's how she's there. And Karyuri, because Kaguya showed excellent strength, and Karyuri was. And so the right Kaguya was like, hey, Karyuri, you want to be with your friend. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get my notebook real quick. What's his name again? Because I'm literally making a notebook for all abilities within Tailed Beast and etc. Ayome, or Ayome, his her partner in like the original stuff. I think that's his name. Ayome is like, yeah, sure, because Kage, you're now on Naruto's team. I'm like, okay, because she woke up with him carrying her to the Raikage. She was a bit flustered at first, but she got over it. That's how she's with them, okay? And do this. They were like, wait, is this guy an idiot? Like, no, I'm not an idiot. Just whoever wants to come at me, come at me. I can take you out before we have to get there. And they were like, oh, this guy's motherfucking cocky. And proceeded them going through the forest. Them finding a team. And Naruto's like, I kind of want to get rid of my bloodthirst. He literally toys with them. He uses Uzumaki chains. By the way, I want to point out, this is like Naruto. This is how he looks. Just replace the leaf headband and leaf vest with a cloud headband. and his armor. The cloud headbands on his right shoulder, and the fox symbols on his left. And he literally has his right eye taken out, and the whisker marks are more defined, I guess you can say. And his hair, he has fox ears on top of his head, and as well as what is it? Tails. He has tails too. And they're like, oh, all right. I'm hold up. Someone said thing. Okay, I believe we stopped at the part where they were going to, what is it? The Forest of Death. All right. So in turns, they went to the forest. They literally fucking bodied anyone that came after them. And pretty much that's what happened. They bodied anyone that came after them. It was bloody, to say the very least. Anyone that came that had an Earth Scroll, they just fucking bodied, killed, and took the scroll. They got there within, like, 5 minutes, beating fucking Minato's record, mad, within, like, ease. Nothing of importance. Gar was, like, somewhat mad that they beat him. And that's about it. Alright, let's go to preliminaries. Actually, no, I would say since Gara found out they beat him, he was like, fuck it, we're killing more people. So they killed a lot more people. And not many people made it to the preliminaries, so they didn't have to do them. Let's just go take during the month. I'm not sure what I gave him. I'm pretty sure I gave him Tempest Cloak, Water, Wind, and Lightning Chakra Natures. Kaguya, let's just say, she gains more memory. She knows about things. I'm going to give Naruto Yin Yang release, as well as Wood Style, because you would need Earth for that, so I'm going to give him Earth. I'm going to say with his Earth, he doesn't have no more Earth, like, style. He can manipulate ores around him, such as iron, amethyst, emerald, ruby, sapphire, diamond. And he can even turn iron with a bit of, was it coal, to steel. Or I'm pretty sure it's lead. I'm not sure which one, but he can turn it to steel. He fucking makes an armor of ungodly materials from space. He can pull them from space, makes an armor. Or, well, no, makes a weapon. Because at this point, he doesn't really have weapons. If I said the swords, he doesn't have those. That's what his old outfit looked like. He still has it in his vault. But, by the way, each Lycan has their specific vault for their weaponry. And so, due to this, he just makes a weapon. The weapon is not the most flashiest, not the most deadliest, but it gets the job done. It's it's 2 katanas, like normal. And I need to explain the styles first. 1, he has the Tranquil Fox style, which literally puts you to ease while he kills you. It looks like he's dancing. 2, Ravenous Beast form, which is basically aggressive. At all keeps you attention. It literally focuses you on the weapon, on his his arms and legs, and his head. That's what you need to keep focus of, and that's the point. Because when I say this, he has like a eclipse ability. Since he's a god of space and time, he can make like eclipses and black holes, where he literally fires a beam of fucking light that was captured inside a black hole. And it rages speed, which incinerates anyone, which it multiplies its effect over and over. So, yeah. Fucking just deadly blasts. And that's what he goes for with a Ravenous Beast form. And he has a Ravenous Tranquil Fox form, which is exactly what it's a mix between both. Though it puts a lot of strain on his body while doing it, in his human form, he still does it sometimes, depending on the scenario. I'm not sure if you can hear me that well. I believe you can if you now. Let me go check. Okay, I believe I was just about to talk to Moen about the 1 month training trip, and so let's get into that. The 1 month training trip, Yugito works on her claws, and Naruto also helps her out with this, and he tells her to coat them with fire. And instead of making her just her nails, he tells her to make a claw out of the fire itself. And Yugito was like, "What the fuck you saying right now?" Because I'm pretty sure I didn't give Yugito chakra natures. She has her own. If she doesn't have water, she has water in this. And so he's like, "Here." He casts a sort of blessing on her, which she's immune to fire now. Even all effects of fire, Tailed Beast Fire, Mataratsu, etc., Heaven's Flame, which Heaven's Flame is 10 times worse and hotter. May I add, hotter, which burns bright white and is 10 times stronger than the Mataratsu. It's basically the it's the heat inside of a sun. Bam. His ability, but that's his human form only use. He can only go to Heaven's Flame. He can't go to, was it got a superior, or was it Emperor Flame? No. God's Flame, which is basically the weapon the fire gods use against each other, and titans and demons, because that's the only thing that can actually hurt them. Other than stuff, that stuff is child's play. So, continuing on, he teaches her Heaven's Flame as well. Mitabi was like, "What the fuck?" And he knows Mitabi and him are friends, as well as Kurama. And due to this, he teaches Mitabi Heaven's Flame. She learns it and she's like, I like Yugito, now I like you too. You're my friend now. Like, yeah, let's go. And Kaguya helps her with gaining her memories back. She has her own memories back now. She has all her abilities. And since Naruto really doesn't have anything to work on at this point, I'm gonna give him Yin Yang release. That's why the Earth is coming in. Yang can create anything out of air. Thin air just along the chakra. So Naruto works on the Yang side for about a week. Yin side for about a week. Masters everything on the Yin side. But now he gets to Yang. As I say, the Earth, he's using Earth as well as the chakra to make weapon. His like somewhat similar to his weapons, though they don't have any properties. They're technically mythical because of how they're technically a legendary weapon because it goes from the normal stuff to legendary to mythical. Mythical is one of a kind, or there's a pair of it. It's just one and the other, and that's it. That's all there is with throughout the entirety of the realms, as well as multiverses. That is mythical status within there. If I'm not gonna mention this, there's gonna be like at least a few, like 100 or maybe 200 realms, just so I can have what ifs to do, because it's gonna be dry if I go at this rate. Probably within a year, because if I have a break, I'm probably gonna post one each day. Yeah, I'm gonna post one each day if I have a break. Hopefully. Summer, I'm gonna post one each 2 days. Cause I want my fucking peace too, motherfuckers. You might want my videos, but I want my damn peace too. I want to play my games. That's the reason I have my name as a channel called Gamer What If. But then again, there we go. So, due to this, he trains Yin Ring release. He has one sword and then he completes the other by 2 days after. So he reviews Yin release. He has wood style. He has complete wood style. I don't believe I gave him the chakra, all the chakra. I think I gave him like 75%. If by now I said they had the chakra, they all wasted it. If they don't, he still has all the chakra. Fuck you all. I don't remember that part. I don't remember that deep. But due to this, he goes on. He literally goes to Genius. His first fight is in Neji. Neji is all about destiny and fate. And Naruto's like, he starts laughing his ass off when he starts talking about this, because you gotta realize, he's fighting the god of space and time. He literally can see fate itself, see time, your past, your present, your future. This ability is not able to change. Even if he locks it away, he still has this, no matter what. So he laughs in Neji's face and like, really, fate? I'm the one who can control your fate as I please right now. And he's like, yeah, what a demon like you can do. I don't believe you should be calling me demon right now. And he sends out a massive aura, literally sending. I would say the killer bees there, cause as you know, the Raikage's there. Killer bees at the village though. Killer bees kind of pissed because he wants to watch Naruto fight. They're releasing a massive aura which sends everyone like they literally can't move. They're frightened in fear. They're literally everything around them is breaking. The whole stadium is breaking and getting repaired at the same time. It's like breaking, going back, breaking again. Because Naruto's using his time to rewind the stadium before it's breaking again, which is kind of annoying. But he needs to do this to intimidate them. And he does this to not only intimidate them, he intimidates all of Konoha, all of the Leaf Village. And they're fucking scared right now. Even Minato, all the Kages are fucking terrified right now of this kid. Raikage's like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Fuck you, Minato. That's my son now. Like, yeah, thanks, Dad. He calls Killer Bee. He calls Killer Bee and the Raikage. He calls Raikage Dad. He calls Killer Bee Uncle. You can see that. I see that happening. But anyways, there we go. Neji's still like, my fate will make me win. Destiny will make me win. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'm about to slap your ass. He literally doesn't even give Neji mercy. He just flicks an air like Midoriya from Deku. He just sends an air. He literally flicks his pinky finger. He flicks his pinky finger. Fucking sends Neji through the wall into the fucking was it Hokage Mountain, 30 feet into it. Well, no, let's go 50 feet into it. And he's not dead. Naruto made sure he doesn't die. Because he's like, I don't want to kill that brat. As much as I hate him, I don't want to kill him yet. Kind of want to kill him later when he's stronger, so I can actually have more fun. He's all about fun right now. So, Neji's living. And Minato, the Hyugas are kind of, they're pissed but scared. They don't want to do anything. They either like, wait, if we can get him back on our side, we can get that power. He's like, hey Nada, you might be marrying the demon. And she's like, why? I don't want to marry that. But we need that power. And she was like, oh, by the way, she don't even think about me marrying your daughter. I already hate her. Not gonna work. And he was like, fuck. And so we go to the next fights. Sasuke versus Gaara. He was like, almost like, oh yeah, he's all Konoha. I was like, yeah, he's definitely gonna win. And like, no, he only has one move to pierce his shield. And Sasuke only got one move to pierce Gaara's shield. I can tell. Like, what? How? Like, a man has his resources. And due to this, he does the same thing. Kind of Gaara goes berserk. Tamari's the thing, the mole thing, and so on. They go. Naruto's chasing them down. Actually, would he help destroy the village? Possibly. Who knows? Due to this, he just chases Gaara down. He asks why he's doing this to Konoha Crush. And Minato is the center of Konoha Crush. And the Orochimaru knows he can't really kill him without restricting him in somewhat way. Okay, by the way, to those who believe, who don't, I don't think anyone paid really much attention to this, but the Kazekage's dead. Kazekage has always been dead since the Konoha Crush. He died a month before that, if I remember correctly, because they found his dead body in the desert. Orochimaru impersonated the Kazekage just so he can do Konoha Crush. He killed him, impersonated him with his own voice. Well, I think he used I don't know. I don't think it was disclosed, but he did kill the Kazekage in order to impersonate him. So there, that's your thing. I don't think that's only in the What If. I think that he did the original series, natural classic series. I'm gonna call canon classic. Canon series. Let's go canon. And yeah, let's just go on with this and saying that happens. Minato, as much as he hates his father, he doesn't want the Hokage to die as shift in power would arise. If I said Tsunade, I'm pretty sure I said Tsunade came with them. If I said Tsunade came with them, she is like no. Only Jiraiya came because they couldn't find Tsunade yet. They couldn't find Tsunade. Jiraiya's always been there, just teaching Mito because Shadow Prophecy shit. And soon as well, I forget to mention the training trip. Tsunade came to him. She found out about him, and she's like, I could teach this boy medical ninjutsu. It could be useful." So she teaches him medical ninjutsu, and during the month during the month training trip, during that 1 month training trip, I don't believe I do many images or him talking with Kurama anymore. He talks to Kurama like a lot. Like when he's sleeping, he gives Kurama company because best friends. He fucking ready to took out the seal. Gave Kurama like a nice place to sleep with foxes to talk to, so he's not lonely. He actually lets Yugito and Mitabi in there. They go into their little baby forms. I love the baby forms. Don't get me wrong. I love those things. And Kurama thinks of him as like his own child. So does Raikage. They have like a little rivalry. Because Kurama, he can put chakra. He use Kurama's chakra to make it like a form of him. And so Kurama can come out the seal technically. It's just a chakra though, which he can control. So he knows what goes on. And he like he's funny. He goes ahead. Tsunade did during this 1 month did heal his vocal cords to a certain degree where he can. It's like a slight talk, like very quiet, somewhat like this. It's like a very quiet voice. Like it's like so quiet that it's not loud. It can't take over a room, but it's so alluring that it would draw everyone's attention to it. Something like that. That's his voice. Now, though he still uses Sheer to talk sometimes if he wants to speak loud, Sheer doesn't leave either. She's just like, it's technically you have her voice back so you can choose whether you want me to go or not. And he's like, no. Still, when you hear it, it's like, it'll be lonely without you two. And she was like, okay. Yugito and Kaguya play with Sheer. Kaguya, someone wanted her. I was like, okay, I understand this. Yugito, you're gonna have to share. They're gonna do something later. And that's how I'm leading. I might do only 4 or 5 parts. I might finish on part 3 though. I want to do like 3-part series. That's about it. 3 parts or 4 parts, depending. Though Kona, I'm probably gonna end it at Valley at the end. No, actually, he wouldn't even do Valley at the end. And so on, go on, whatever we were talking about. 1 month. Gara fight. It goes Gara. Yeah, that's why he's doing this. And like, as much as I hate this, I don't want to leave Konoha unprotected. The balance of power would shift. So, we're taking you down, Gara. I'm sorry. He doesn't give a flying fuck about Minato. As long as the ninjas are fine, they're fine. He can give less than like negative shits about Minato right now. He doesn't care about him. After Gar's beaten, he's dead. Gar transforms way faster because Shikaku literally consumes Gara. Because Gara's like somewhat bloodthirsty in this. I'm not sure if I made them friends. Talk to each other. If they did, it was like a conversation of them to getting along with Teal Beast. But he's like, I really didn't want to do this to you, Gara, but I have to. So, I'm pretty sure I said his eye. As funny as it is, he gained a dojutsu by losing his eye. His eye is called the Eye of a Lycan, or Eye of Storm Eye. Yes, I guess we can say, if you ever watched Sword Art Online, the first arc of Aincrad, where he has the blue sword. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the blue sword. It has like that, but it's black and orange, or orange and white, depending on which. If you go in light mode or dark mode. He has that spinning around his right eye. Well, it's glowing. His left eye gets a slit if he goes into Fox Sage mode. Because I'm pretty sure he said he Fox Sage mode. So Fox Sage mode, the slit in his eye, as well as the three swords spinning, he doesn't have it on his right eye. Because his right eye is not even there, so what? He just gets the markings. He gets like he gets more defined whiskers, as again, they kind of go over the scars on his whiskers, because I remember I made some shinobi, or Kenning slice them. And I'm pretty sure I said something and someone interrupted me. My bad. Though, due to this, he has more defined scars. He didn't only let his mask off one time, if I believe. He has 5 prongs. Because if you want an explanation to my what ifs and my AUs, go check my third ever video, which is explaining my AUs on, I think, the title of the video. Go check it out if you want more explanations about Lycans, Archons, as well as their entire thing going on. Though, it's complicated to explain. As well, we go on to this. And he's wearing his old get-up with the armor. His swords, he hasn't pulled them out yet. Because I believe... Because the Eyes of Storm are similar to the Sharingan in some sense. They have abilities. As I said, he has eclipse portals reaching a fire beam out of. And with his Eye of Storm, he can do that but with swords. Somewhat like Gilgamesh in sense, but you can only fire swords out of them. Gilgamesh can fire any weapon he wants. He can pull anything out of his vault, like armor or a fucking ship, I believe. That was in Fate Zero? I'm not really sure which Fate it was. But, then again, he doesn't have that. He can only summon swords out of them. It's like in Shiro's Infinite Sword World. It's the Valley of Infinite Swords. But Infinite Swords are in there. And do this, he's like fucking overpowered. He literally, because the Ishikaku is pretty big if you want to think about it. He's pretty big. So, he didn't like Herma asked like, you want my help, kid? And it's like, nah, I'll do with this. He says Titan. Because I'm not going to put like, the exact same Susanoo or some bullshit like that. It's going to be Titan. The Titan is similar to the Lycan's armor getup. Though it just it's not. It's like kind of like a Titanfall Titan sense, though it's not mechanized. It's just completely chakra based or energy based, depending on which Lycan they are. He has like kind of bulky shoulder plates as well as a forearm guard. He has leg guards too, or cab guards, as well as armor on his thighs as well as chest. He has a similar visor. Like, all Lycans are going to have similar visors, though some are going to opt for a different one, depending on how they need their vision. Though, the visors that they give don't really block vision. It's just more to have more stealth approach. You'll see with number, I think 4, what it is. Though, due to this, they're more or less just completely... it's not Susanoo, his fucking Titan, it like punches Shikaku. They go on a full-on brawl. Minato looks over, he sees and he's like, what the fuck? He sees a glowing eye on the right side of the Titan, and the right side gets an aura of orange around it. And he goes for like a hard punch. Like, his fist is at his lower stomach area. He punches Shikaku straight in through there, and the aura goes all around. And it disrupts Shikaku and Gaara so much that Gaara is literally in a state of shock. He's not going to get out of the state of shock for at least 2 hours. He forms a Susanoo, or not fucking Susanoo, Titan. He forms the Titan and goes completely, picks up Gaara, picks up Tamaru, picks up Kankuro with chakra chains. He goes over. The Konoha team just arrived, and they're like, "What the fuck? How did he beat them so fast?" And he goes over there. Kaguya and Yugito are still over there. He got them way faster. They just went out the arena a few like a mile or two outside, and that's when he started transforming. Instead of like the multiple miles, they went outside the fucking village into the forest. Like a few hundred feet, they just went on. They started to go his transformation. So he whopped Tamari and Kankuro if you're wondering. Due to that, he just gets over there. Yugito and Kagi are just fighting. Kagi using a murderous ash bow, and Yugito just using her flame claws now instead of her normal claws. And yeah, uh, like like all the Konoha or Leaf Shinobi were like, how the fuck do we get in? Like, how do we get in? And they're like, and Naruto's like, you explosive tags, you dumbass. What do you expect us to do? Put it on here? No, put it under. They're on a fucking roof. I'm like, oh yeah. And you call me an idiot. I think you may call me a demon, but I'm fucking smarter than you by multiple times over. You wouldn't even dare try to touch you couldn't even touch a finger on me if you wanted. And like, yeah, he has a fucking knife kunai to his neck, and like, say one more and I'm gonna slice your neck off. Don't care. And he was like, alright. So he just opens up a big fucking eclipse portal, blasts through, and makes the entire roof fall. They're in the middle of the stadium now. Naruto jumps in. He's fighting the reanimated first, second, third Hokage. Well, actually, no, he's only fighting the first and second, because you technically need a Shinigami mask. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shinigami mask in order to use the reanimation jutsu on someone who used the Reaper Death Seal, because they took away their soul by a Shinigami. So Orochimaru doesn't have that, so he only finds first and second. Though it's not even close to fucking fair. Minto is like dodging around. He's wasting a lot of chakra. Let's just say he was cheating Benma and Bito before the tuning exams, so he doesn't have that much chakra, and he's like, fuck. When Naruto came in, he fucking bodied first and second. He got Orochimaru and fucking started scorching his ass. Actually, no. He was like, Orochimaru, nothing you can do to me. I'm immortal. Like, yeah, let's just go before... You realize you may be immortal, but it doesn't matter if you're mortal if I erase you up to your point of birth. And he was like, what? There's no one can do that, like... Not unless you're the god of space and time, Orochimaru. One of the three Sanins. He starts reversing time, Orochimaru himself. Orochimaru's time gets erased completely. You see him getting erased, and it's just a white flash that Orochimaru's gone. Orochimaru is technically dead. Well, technically he is dead, but he never existed at all. He got erased from the timeline that they're in. And Naruto's like, oh fuck, if Orochimaru's not here, how will the timeline be in the next one? Like, not my problem. And probably better. Who cares? And due to this, Konoha Crush has stopped. Minto grudgingly has a thing. Naruto like, I don't want your pathetic apology. Hey, can I just become Chunin or Jonin so I can rank up? I'm like, what? That's all you want? Like, yeah. I fucking bodied Orochimaru, the guy that you had trouble with, as well as the first and second Hokage. I think it should be granted Jonin. At least. I'm like, fine. All the Kages agree, because all the Kages came there. Mizukage was like, I might be interested in this one. Like, no. I appreciate that, Miss Mizukage, but unfortunately I already have someone in mind. I'm like, aw, I missed it. And she's like, though technically we're not together yet, so you can have all the fun you want if you can beat me before they ask me out. And Yugito and Kage are like, they jump over and like you're mine. They just go over there and like, oh, I didn't expect you to be so bold. And he's talking in his quiet voice because I remember I said he had a quiet voice. He's talking quietly, like, I didn't expect you to be so bold, Kaguya Yugito. And they start blushing heavily. And yeah, so on, so on. They're more or less just blushing heavily due to this. They, it's just pretty good. Konoha Crush Stop, they all get promoted to Jonin. It's like the people got promoted to Chunin, got promoted to Chunin, but Naruto's whole squad is Jonins now. And due to this, they've been taking on better missions. They become more feared. The Mizukage eventually gets an alliance with Mizukage gets an alliance with right Cloud, hitting Cloud and Land of Lightning and Land of I think Land of Water. I'm not sure what they call that land, but whatever Mizukage's village is in, they get the alliance with that land too. So they trade supplies. They go to each other. Raikage and Mizukage have a little bit. Mizukage's into younger man, but she don't know what she's feeling towards Raikage here. Raikage x Mizukage ship, yes. I'm doing that, okay? Kaguya Yugito ship with Naruto. Well, Sakura... And still like Sasuke, goes for Menma. Narco. Let's just say Kushina and Narco had a fucking enough of Minato and they decided to go to the Hidden Cloud. And then they were like, they recognized him as the Hokage's wife, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And they're like, "Can we please speak to my brother?" And they're like, "Yeah, no." Like Naruto's back from he appears at the right fucking moment. He's like, "Oh, mom, sis." They hug each other and like, "Wait, Naruto, they're not mean to you?" And like, "No, it's only my mother, my brother and father. I don't know. I told you that." Minato sent a squad to go retrieve them. And they get into the Cloud Village and they're like, "Fuck, we gotta report this back." They report back to Minato. Minato's somewhat pissed, and then he a letter appears out of nowhere on his table, and I was saying Naruto has a flying Raijin, but he didn't use it in this. He's in like a hologram because Naruto literally subvents the Cloud Village and was a Mist Village by so much that they have fucking TVs, video game consoles, etc. Because gamer would have always got to put gamer stuff in there. You got like gaming PC. Naruto got that premium gaming PC. You see, like $12,000 just on the thing. The $2,000 monitor, the $300 keyboard, another $500 headset. You know what I mean. Oh God. Okay, but his mother and sister and his they're invited to their house. Their house is like a very luxurious house, you can say. Not like a mansion or anything. He doesn't like mansions. Personally, in my opinion, I hate mansions too. I just think like all the traveling you have to do in a mansion. Ugh. So he just has like a pretty big house. Like let's just say you go to a rich neighborhood, you see those houses like white. They look like there'd be something in like the like skyscraper type buildings. They just have glass that you can't see through on the outside. Basically those. He has a swimming pool in another back house. The back house is his gaming shit. He has like his own. He has his own house technically in the back. It's just a shower, another room for gaming, another place where he can cook, and his own place, his own red room in the back. And so, sometimes Kage and Yuto sleep with him in there. Like they do the deed multiple times. I'm not gonna do 18 plus. They do the deed. Kaguya, let's just say, no one in the entire Cloud Village can get a fucking peep when they have sex, because legal age of consent in the Cloud Village is 12. Like I'm saying again, legal consent of age in the Cloud Village is 8. No, not 8. Oh God, no, 12. If you're both agreeing. If one doesn't agree, it's considered rape. It's if they're under 10 and both parties need to be over 12. Let's just go with that. Kaguya's way older than that. But let's just go with that. And due to this, they do have somewhat a good night. they have a good night. Naruto has to put mass. He literally needs to reverse time around him so they don't hear. So he's wasting a lot more energy. Naruto, Yugito, Kage and Yugito literally they struggle. Next morning they struggle walking. Their hips hurt. They can't. Their kneecaps they barely standing. He has to literally hold them. He has to pick both of them up, put them on the table for breakfast. Let's just say Kushina, Naruto, and who else is living in that house? I would say Kushina and Naruto are just like, big brother. I knew you were mature, but I didn't know you were this mature. Like, how did you know? Like, we have our ways, Naruto. We wanted to go say hi. We see you. We saw you. You were too busy to notice us. Maybe you've always grown up. You better treat him right, you too. If not, she goes into a red hot habanero mode. Like, I will fucking destroy you. And like, yes, we promise to treat him right. Go on for Shinobi. Let's just do the 3-year time skip. They're training the Cloud Village. They're fucking strong. And this thing's happening in Konoha. Not gonna give a shit about Konoha right now. Konoha things happen. Sasuke finds out. Did I kill the Uchiha clan? I'm not sure if I killed them. I'm pretty sure I say I didn't kill them. So nothing really happens. Danzo's somewhat pissed about this, that their 9-tails Jinchuriki is over there in the cloud. They got the 82 tails. 82 tails and 9. And the cloud of Mizukage, they have, I think the cloud, or, no. The Mizukage's village, I'm pretty sure they have the 5 tails. 5 tails and 3 tails. So, Isubu and I can't remember the 5 tails. Or the Jinchurikis. I can remember Yugito, Fu, Killer Bee, Gaara, and Son Goku, as well as Roshi. And, Fugaku? No, not Fugaku. I can't remember what else, but let's just go on. The other 5 comics, I mean, Naruto's the envoy for he's the envoy for the Raikage. He appears there. He summons the Raikage with a kunai. He teleports Raikage to him. And Minato's like realizing what he did. So did the entire Leaf Village, and they're sympathetic towards Naruto now because they had character development. And Naruto doesn't give a shit either. He doesn't really give a shit. He ain't the god of fucking forgiveness, mercy, or kindness. He ain't the god of happiness or some bullshit like that. He's got space and time. He can hold grudges. Now fuck off, y'all, if you want to say he's a god. He should forgive him. No. Don't even go with there. He's a dark god as well as a light god. Now fuck off. Anyways, due to this, Obito interrupts like, you better give us the 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9 tails. They got every other tailed beast. And Naruto's like, nah, fuck you. He literally gets Obito. He erases his time. Not even the Kamui can help him, or his intangible thing can help him. He gets Zetsu, erases him too. Actually, no, Zetsu would be loyal to Kaguya since she's out. Kaguya remembers, but she doesn't want to do anything anymore. As she's grown, she realized this is what humans fight for. Like, if Urashiki were to come, they would be absolutely helpless. She'd be absolutely helpless. They would be absolutely helpless. Except Naruto, but Naruto doesn't want to use his god powers yet. And so she just leaves him like that. So Zetsu literally is loyal to the Cloud now. And due to this, multiple other things happen. The fourth shade, Naruto kills all the Katsuki's. They live happily ever after. Let's just imagine, Kaguya gets a daughter from Kaguya, and he gets a son from Yugito. His son is gonna look like Boruto, exactly. He's exactly like Boruto. Instead of having the Jogan, he has the Eyes of Storm, which is far superior than the Jogan. Because I'm pretty sure that Jogan's overpowered. But that's interesting. But due to this, the Jogan's fucking overpowered. and that's about it. You don't need to worry about what I just saw. I don't think his periods on there, but Joken's fucking overpowered. But the Eyes of Storm are better. He literally summons the Titan as well as things. Its perception ability is 10 times better than the Sharingan and Internal Mangekyou form, a pure-blooded Shia Mangekyou Sharingan. 10 times better than that. And Boruto, instead of having one Eye of Storm, he's gonna have. Actually, do I want him? Because this Boruto is not a canon Boruto. But no, because I have plans for Boruto and the Lycans. I'm just gonna spill the beans right now. I'm not gonna give any major. I think I'm gonna keep Boruto as like a side character, somewhat as Lycans. He's gonna come in, help, stay there, party with them. Someone. But Naruto knows this is an AU of him. He doesn't ask because that's supposed to be top secret only to Eren and that certain person of the Lycan. So he doesn't ask which AU Boruto's from, or which AU, or how far is AU, and anything like that. He doesn't ask any specifics. Most Boruto is gonna have 2 Eyes of Storm, and he's gonna and Kaguya's the daughter he gets from Kaguya is gonna have Eyes of Storm and the Ren Sharingan. I'm gonna say this out. Kaguya offers to give some of her chakra to Naruto and Yugito. Yugito accepts. Her skin becomes a little pale. She gets more of a whitish, blondish look, and more flowy, silky hair. And her white becomes a little more pale. I'm pretty sure her eyes are blue, but she gets a little more pale, white-blue eyes, like palish white-blue eyes. That looks nice, like a silvery white blue, something like that. If you can imagine that, a silvery blue, and she does gets the what Choo do I want to give her? I'm gonna give her like a whitish bluish. Silverish blue Byakugan. That's what she has, which is gonna be fucking overpowered, technically. And she doesn't give a third eye. I'm not gonna give her a third eye. I like her character design. Naruto declines because he doesn't really need it at all whatsoever. He's like, no, not worth it. I don't need it. It's no point. And he's like, okay. Kaguya's like fine with it. Her hidden daughter is gonna be like looking like Kaguya, but she's gonna be beautiful. I mean, like beautiful. Boruto has to be protecting his sister like all the time against boys in the academy when they get older. That's how she's gonna look. Like any boy that sees her, like even the guys are like, I wanna rape her, but no, that's so wrong. It's something like that. It's like that type of feeling. All because they know who's their father, and they're fucking terrified of him, and so no, actually no, they're gonna be like, she's such a goddess, she's so beautiful, etc. And that's how it's gonna end. I'm gonna end it here. Well, not really. I'm not gonna end it here, but so on. I'm not gonna continue into like Boruto timeline for this, but let's just say Boruto. And who am I gonna name? I'm gonna name her Shiro. Narco. Oh, instead of was it IMA going with someone else, or Kyrie going with Choji? That's not gonna happen. IMA ends up with Naruto be like overprotective big brother over here, like, are you right for my sister though? Like, she's like, Naruto, please. And he's like, fuck, just for you, my little sis. He lets her go. She does have fun with Ayame, and they get married. And they have a child. Just imagine a girl version of Naruto. Like the mini version of. Actually, no. That would be more like a boyish version of Naruto, but his hair is not completely spiky all the way up. He's not like that. It's just like more. He keeps it like, if you've seen like a clip of adult Naruto, how we got teased of him, not Boruto adult Naruto, like the tease in Naruto. I'm not sure which one. I don't remember it. Which one Naruto was? It was like a tease of adult Naruto, where he had the headband on his hair. He throws smoke bombs, and he goes to chop someone's neck. And he looks like that as a kid. He's gonna look like that. Adult Naruto, he's flowy hair. It's not spiky. His hair is flowy, and that's about it. I explained. They all live happily after until the time of Irashiki, but Irashiki gets bodied by Naruto. Yeah, he gets bodied by Naruto. They all live. Any Otsutsuki that comes to Earth the planet, they get bodied, and that's how this ends here. I don't really want to explain more because I'm just gonna go quick timeline. Valley, the final fight doesn't happen. If final fight were to happen, I wouldn't really have much to talk. I would have a lot more to talk about, but it really doesn't because Naruto destroys the curse mark. You saw it when Sasuke. He creepy stalker moments. When Sasuke was asleep, he destroyed the curse mark immediately, and they were all surprised how this happened. And due to this, Sasuke doesn't go rogue. Nothing happens of that, etc. Itachi, he finds out the truth and etc. And they're all a happy family again. Sakura gets Sasuke. The ship still happens. Other than Choji getting Kairi, I think that's how I pronounce her name. But that is gonna be the end of this here. As anyway, if you want, I already have a series planned. If you want me to make a series, put it down in the comments section. I might make a Discord depending on who. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make a Discord. I don't know how to make those, but due to this, I might make one. If you want, I'm just gonna put like what if topics. So if what if ideas. So if you want a what if, you put it there. I might check it out. I might do it. That's how it's gonna be. Anyway, this is Gamer What If signing off.